know the Care Bear hats.
Yeah, those shits went crazy.
That shit was crazy. And it's funny. That's actually when I first seen your work, because this is like when Lambs first opened up, like that first year. I remember it was like a green one in Lambs. It had this big ass ladybug.
Yeah, that was
big ass.
That's my first hat.
So it's actually in a video that I did, and I always went, who the fuck did this big like these big ass patches? Like the patches were just too big for the hat.
Yeah, those are.
But it was something you couldn't not notice.
Yeah, those are my first hats, and it's crazy because a lot of people bought those hats, and they didn't even know who I was, and I built a relationship with them based off the hats. Like Rome Streetz, he went, I think, and like bought one of those hats, just like seeing that at Lambs. He didn't know who I was, and then we became cool from that, and like a whole bunch of other people. But having my hats and Lambs was very essential for what happened to me in these past years. Like that was the start. You know what I mean? Yeah. That was the start for me.
I know you did that Shawty Lo mural.
I did a Shawty Lo mural for Latto. Shit, man. I done so many things. I done a lot of the Second Street stores in New York. I did a Second Street store in Philly. But most of the Second Street stores in New York, they have my art in them. Man, so many artists that I've done stuff for. Little Dirk, I done a lot of my Carhartt vests. A lot of artists have them, like Little Dirk. I just have to go through my stuff, like my fucking like my Instagram, and see. Let me see.
Did the skull mask?
Yeah, the skull mask went nuts. That was another thing that Flacco rocked crazy. That was just like, once he throw it on, it's just everybody's. That was probably my highest selling thing too. The skull. And it's funny because I have this one piece of cardboard that I made for the skull mask. It's like the stencil what I started with, and I'm like, man, that's that piece of cardboard. That cardboard made me so much bread. Like that one little flimsy piece of cardboard that I used from when I first started the mask. That was at me and Kaiser's show at Lambs. That was the first time I did that mask. And I did the mask because everybody was rocking shiesties. And we did the show around Halloween. So it just made sense. But everybody just ran with the mask. But I mean, I done stuff for Metro Boomin, for Future. I done stuff in Puerto Rico for what's this artist's name? Big Puerto Rican artist. Eladio. Eladio, he's like a huge Puerto Rican artist. Man, so much stuff. I done stuff for Sweetie. I mean, these are just the people who I could think of, but You
did a customization workshop at Ksubi.
I did a custom workshop at Ksubi where 03 Greedo was there, wearing my stuff. Sway Lee was there wearing my stuff. A bunch of people were there wearing my stuff. That one was crazy. That was like one of the most recent things that I've done.